épris de paix et de démocratie. Last but not the least, I'll finish with a talk to our fellow brothers and sisters, daughters and sons of the Northwest and Southwest. I only have a word, and I will abide by it. I'm coming soon to reconcile our nation as a family. I'm committed to rebuild the villages that have been burned down and to compensate the incurred losses. Don't lose hope. Very soon, the sun will rise and shine again over the Northwest and Southwest.
That was Professor Maurice Kamto, the apparent president-elect of La République du Cameroon. Based on every modern indicators, we can comfortably call him president-elect of La République du Cameroon. We all heard him give a press conference. I just listened to the press conference. As a Southern Cameroonian Amazonian activist that I am, I have a message for the president-elect. Mr. President, I have listened to your press statement. I'm glad at the tail end of your remarks, you reference the Southern Cameroonian Amazonian conflict between us and your nation, Northwest and Southwest, as you prefer to call it. I feel the need to congratulate you for having a positive mindset towards the resolving of this conflict. And I would like to point out two things to you. A few things to you that can better help the situation, in my opinion, which most of my fellow comrades will agree. I would like to underline that your election had nothing to do with the Southern Cameroons. Southern Cameroonians did not elect the president of French Cameroon. And then number two, you have talked of rebuilding the villages and all that. That is something that we are looking forward to, because of course we have said negotiations will occur, and in negotiations reparations are paid based on the war that your predecessor, President Paul Biya, had declared upon our people last November 30th. So on that ground, we are going to have negotiations, and yes, reparations will be made for all the damages done to Southern Cameroon's Amazonia. Now, I know you have inherited quite a lot of problems in your country, La République du Cameroon, and you really want to go quick to start fixing the problems that your two predecessors together have put in your hands, worst of it being Vendor Paul Biya. Now, you can quickly get back to resolving all the economic problems, all the debt, all the unemployment, and draining the swamp of all the ndungumas that he has put all over the place that you need to readjust. You can quickly go back to your business, but there is this one impediment, which is Amazonia, that is before you. That is the first hurdle that you have to go over in order to get your job done. There is a very quick fix to that. Thanks be to God. On your very first day in office, you can give an order for all your administrators and military to leave the occupied territory of Southern Cameroon immediately. That is the first step towards having a successful presidency of La République du Cameroon for you, Mr. President-elect. So on your very first day in the Unity Palace, I hope it's going to be the Unity Palace for French Cameroonians during your reign. It's been a presidency of disunity. Hopefully it's going to change. So on your first day at that palace, you can give that order to recall all your military, all your colonial administrators put there by Bimvondo and of course Bag Aijo in the days. And then while you have done that, reach out to the international bodies, express your willingness to sit down for the negotiations and the reparations that you have already announced. That is part of the negotiations. It's not all of it. It's part of the negotiations that we are going to be having with you, Mr. President. And we are looking forward to that. We had actually expressed this wish to Bimvondo, but he rejected it. We are glad that you are talking in a similar manner. We hope that you will move forward to these negotiations as soon as possible. Thank you, Mr. President, and we look forward to having a successful and friendly negotiations with you so that our both countries can return to governance and building the Africa that we all, as Africans, strongly desire. Congratulations again once more. And I want to thank the people of, congratulate the people of French Cameroon too for standing up to the bully and the dictator. I also warn you, Mr. President-elect, you are well aware of the 92 mafias that occur. There is still room for a fraud. It is in your interest not to act like John Fundi did in 92. You can work hard to secure what you have worked so hard to achieve, together with the coalition that you represent. Do not let the deja vu of the 90s occur. Mobilize your people and secure this victory. Then come to the table with Southern Cameroons, have these negotiations so that French Cameroon can get back to its peaceful rebuilding of the mess that your predecessors left for you. This is Silas Atefo, a Southern Cameroonian Ambazonian activist. Thank you once again.